Hey there. We've challenged the congregation here at Rome to study a new book of the Bible each week in 2019. And during our Sunday morning Bible class, I present my findings and we talk about any questions people might have from the book that week. This week, we're in the book of Ecclesiastes. Now, Ecclesiastes is another tough book to interpret. It seems to me that maybe the best way to understand this book is that two people are talking. You've got the author in the first verse of chapter 1 and the last couple of verses of the book. The main voice you're going to hear from, though, is a man called the teacher. Now, the teacher is a student of life, and his objective is to find the meaning of life. He's going to look in a variety of places. In fact, he's going to try everything under the sun to attempt to find meaning in life. And wisdom, self indulgence, hard work, money, and honor are all going to come up short. In the end, you're going to die, and given enough years, no one will even remember the things you've done. While he's trying to find meaning in each of these things, he says that they're all meaningless or vanity, but he uses a Hebrew word that you need to remember. The word he uses is hevel. Hevel doesn't mean meaningless. In fact, it means smoke, like your breath on a cold morning. Life is like smoke. He's going to use this illustration to say two things. Life is short. Your breath on those cold mornings doesn't last long at all, does it? It's gone within just a few seconds. And so the teacher is going to say essentially what James says in his letter. Life is incredibly short. But the way the teacher really wants us to see Hevel is as an enigma. When you breathe out and you see your breath, is it really there? Of course. But when you reach out to grab it, you can't hold on to it, can you? Everything else that's really there, you can touch, but not smoke. It's an enigma. That's what life is like. You're not going to understand it all the time. Bad things are going to happen to good people, and good things are going to happen to bad people. That doesn't make sense. So, how do you live wisely during your time under the sun? You fear God and keep His commands. Just because you can't figure out life doesn't not mean that there's no meaning to life. God has a plan to bring justice back to His creation so that the good will be blessed and the evil punished. So what Ecclesiastes is ultimately looking forward to is the day of judgment, where wrongs will be righted and how you lived here matters. And that's why the book of Ecclesiastes is such an interesting and important